Hello everyone, it's your favorite night owl here out on this unfortunately sunny day at Moores Creek National Battlefield in North Carolina. Fantastic. Before we get started, like, share, and subscribe. We are not sponsored by any name brands that may or may not be mentioned or seen within this video. Fantastic. Let's get on with it, shall we? Well, we're here at Moores Creek National Battlefield in North Carolina, as previously mentioned. We're currently walking the trails around the park. In fact, behind us is the trail leading to the picnic area and several other areas, including one referred to as Patriots Field. Let's take a quick look at that sign real quick. Just walk right across. There we go. Up further, you're heading back to the main building and visitor center. Well, we came all the way back that's where the most interesting stuff to see is, including that cannon off there in the distance. I don't know if you can particularly see it, but we will be getting a closer look at once we get up there, as well as that neat little old bridge in the distance. Oh dear, camera didn't like that. Alrighty then, let's check it out. Alrighty then, we are back. I apologize for any glare. According to the map, we are here. Around us, we can see some of the, I don't know if you can see particularly well there in the distance, some of the maintained original earthworks, which this is a picture of. National Park Service, U.S. Department of the Interior, up there in the corner, of course. Wisely chosen ground. Patriot Army had an advantage, according to the sign. Alrighty then. Now, we have the choice of going through the bridge first, although it seems to be just one big go around, and then there's the cannon over there. I want to check out the bridge because there's a ton of shade and it's getting fairly hot. Came here a couple times when I was a kid and decided to come check it out because my chosen original location, Holly Shelter Game Land, all the seasonally open, and we're in the season they're supposed to be open, pathways have been closed off for road maintenance. How unfortunate. Next obvious place would have been Angola Bay, but then I remembered we have here this nice little old area that we can walk in Moores Creek National Battlefield. Fantastic. Nearly lost my train of thought there. A very bad swamp, according to this sign. Fantastic. There should be gators and stuff. Let's go ahead and take a walk on this bridge as we head on down. Fantastic. Oh, very nice shade. I don't see anything so far, but it's actually a very lovely swamp. We see a road over there in the distance, so yes, it does appear to be a big old walk around, and I do not see any wildlife. So, alright, let's get a little bit down further on this bridge, and I'll start recording again. But we can see some down limbs. Swamps are very fun places to be, but they are also very dangerous, so be very careful if you happen to be wandering around in one. And in this particular case, we have a nice little old bridge walkway. Nice little seats to take a break when we have to. Alrighty then. Oh, wait, wildlife. Nope, it got away. There's little old salamanders all over this. Hear those insects chirp. Alright. If we see anything interesting, we'll be right back. Some drier land. Alrighty then, we are back. We are on, I believe it says Widow's Moor Bridge, as the sign clearly states. Once again, I apologize for any glare. Nice little bench, and we have not seen any wildlife. There's a big old ant running that way. What ant? But that's particularly it. And the sign said there be gators, and I do not see any gators. How unfortunate. Just a lot of swamp. Now, there is another bridge over there we will be checking out. Fantastic. Alrighty then. Let's keep on moving. Although this does definitely seem like a big old walk around. Lunch will be included at this video as a nice little packed lunch. Alrighty then, be right back. Alrighty then. We are at this next little crossing point, as there is the bridge that the battle was supposed to happen, if I'm mistaken. Not mistaken. Alrighty then, I had a slip of the tongue there. This trap is set. This is what I think the sign... Yes, the sign definitely seems to confirm this. Fantastic, brother. Nicely done. See anything of particular interest over there? Now there is a road, a maintenance road back there, although I am not particularly keen on getting in trouble with the staff. They seem to be doing some maintenance up top, which is why I started recording towards the back. Should have probably mentioned that earlier rather than up at the visitor center. Alrighty then, let's make our way to this bridge over here. Sorry for the shaky cam. That should stabilize it a little. As you can see, more swamp. Fantastic. Let's move on up here. Ooh, I heard something splashing. Or breaking. Could be both. Now, this is fairly well-maintained park. Now, there are some other places you could check out. We're back over the famous bridge. Still don't see no wildlife. But a lot of water. Swamps are some of my favorite places to be. They greatly favor environments with high heat and humidity. Thus why North Carolina is just right for me. Alrighty then. Although a friend of mine keeps trying to get me to move down to Georgia. I don't think that's happening. Nothing wrong. Oh dear. Oh, my younger brother seemingly spotted something moving in the water. What do we have here? Oh, what are you? Alright, I can't particularly tell. And I'm sure the camera can't tell either. Something swimming. Alright, I can't zoom in enough. Oh, it looked like a little...
Oh, it's a mud dauber with a spider.
Yeah, it's a mud dauber with a spider crossing the water. How interesting. Definitely going to leave that in the video because that was fairly neat. Got excited there. And it is a rather neat oh dear. Slip the tongue again. It is rather warm out here. We have here some sort of monument. Battle of Moores Creek Bridge. Here stood the bridge, Revolutionary War of Fame. Alrighty then. So this is a representation of the old bridge. Not necessarily the bridge. Fantastic. Alrighty then. Here's a monument to the battle. Alrighty then. We're approaching lunch and there's some more swamp up there. And there's something I believe I saw something moving in the water, but it dove down. I was rather hoping for some more wildlife. Alrighty then. Fantastic. I keep bumping it with my hand. I do so apologize. Let's zoom out fully. Should stabilize it just a tad bit. Alrighty then, there's some more signs up there. We should be approaching back to the cannon. I'll go ahead, be right back once we get up there. Alrighty then, we are approaching said cannon. And that's to the left, and to the right here we have a swivel gun used for signaling and shipboard defense. Looks like the maintenance crew is getting a wee bit closer, so we need to cut this particular part short. There's a couple more monuments to check out while we're here. And let's take a look at this small little old cannon. These things could be quite annoying to move around. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and cut this and see you when we get to the next monument. Alrighty then, as promised, here is a monument to the honored memory of the heroic women of Lower Cape Fear during the American Revolution, 1775 to 1781. Fantastic. Very gorgeous statue. Do have some grave sites there off to the side. Now down here we have a sign dedicated to them. Let's go get some information. There's also another trail right up there. There were some more monuments passed along the way, although the park maintenance crew had already arrived, so let them work in peace. Alright, we have here to the women who let our voices be heard. Alrighty then. Look. Very nice information indeed. Alrighty then, let's move on to the next trail. Cool beans, cool beans. All the previous monuments we ended up passing by were dedicated to the men who participated in the battle of significant note and such things of that line. Alrighty then. Tar Heel Trail, here we come. Alrighty then. Tar Heel Trail right here. This one's easy. 1/3 mile loop trail. Menders through Pine Woods. Alright, fantastic. Hints of Revolutionary War scenery. Battle of Moores Creek, the term Tar Heel, a nickname for North Carolinians. How interesting. Alrighty then. My younger brother's already walked on ahead, and there is another sign. I don't see no sign of wildlife, but this is a frequented area. As such, it's gotten a wee bit warm. There probably won't see too terribly much other than the insects, the boogies, and all the plant life. Trees for the Navy. Alrighty then, let's see what this is, and we'll check out the rest of the trail and find anything of note. Plenty of timber for building ships to produce pitch, tar, and rosin. Alright. Okay, alrighty then. We'll be back. Alrighty then, something of interest. It's called Boxing the Pines. The myth at the time of the American Revolution that it was untouched wilderness. In reality, the forest showed signs of thriving industry that supported international fleets and sailing ships. Sample of box pine, partially stripped to drain resin for turpentine. How interesting. Common sight throughout, close to... Oh, fascinating. Now, we are moving on, and haven't particularly seen anything. We're closing in on the end of the trail, and in this video will be a particularly light lunch. Alrighty then. In fact, it was something rather neat I picked up on the store. Well, in the store. Well, meandering around. How interesting. This seems to be the last sign. Vanishing longleafs. Much longer needles than larger cones. Yes, I do believe these are endangered. Fire-adapted longleafs thrive in frequent low-intensity wildfires that consume competing underbrush and most other trees. Fantastic. Dominates by stately longleaf pines, swept periodic wildfires. Oh, fantastic. Now, I do, unless my memory is fail in this particular circumstance, longleaf pines are a bit in trouble. Alrighty then. Well, this seems to be the end of the trail. The next we'll be doing is sitting at a bench to enjoy a little bit of lunch. Alrighty then. So far, it's been a very fascinating trip, of which I wish I could have recorded more, but there's a premium on time, and there's a lot of stuff going on. And there does appear to be one more sign way up there. So, I guess next will be lunch. Fantastic. They do have these park benches everywhere, and... Alrighty then. And trash cans. Remember, do not litter in your national parks. And look at these gorgeous, gorgeous trees. Quite gorgeous indeed. Alrighty then. Our brother's already moving on up to see that sign. And it looks like Tar Heel Kiln up there written. Something must have been there at one point. That must be what that sign is. Now, for future reference, the original destination was to be Holly Shelter Game Lands, and I decided to do this on a whim, so I had no preparation. There will be a more detailed video at a later date. Alright, they had a kiln here. Give no inkling of the smoldering and plundering operating that occurs within. Alrighty then, maintenance crew is catching up. That's Tar Kiln. Fantastic. Alrighty then. There is more to do up here with this one last little old sign. The maintenance crew is marshalling. Ghost of an industry. Change Forest says it all. Longleaf pines are now rare in this area. So they are endangered. Well, they might not be endangered. They're just not found really here that much anymore. Alrighty then. Gradually, the forest will begin to resemble the scene the Patriots labored and fought. Hopefully that is the case, because I do love my home state, and I want us to see it prosper and thrive. North Carolina is, after all, as the license plate and other documents show, the first in freedom. Alrighty then, first in liberty. I'm not quite sure, I've probably mispronounced it. Alrighty then. Next up, lunch. Hello everyone, this is the last stint of the video, and I do apologize. My younger brother pointed out to me the time, so I'm not going to be able to sit here and eat this with everyone, but I will show what I got. I was already out here set up when he reminded me of such. Cool beans, cool beans. We have here this little bumblebee lunch on the run tuna salad kit. It's fairly neat. In fact, I got excited and kind of opened it up before I was ready to record, just to make sure everything was in there, and I do apologize for that. Alrighty then. Because recently I opened something up and not everything that was supposed to be in it was in it. Got some great value snack sticks, meat snacks, yum yum, protein, and a little sweet protein, salted caramel and nut. Now, due to the time, let's give one last little look around. There are the trash bins, in case you're interested. This is a nice little area in the parking lot where you can come and sit and enjoy lunch. How fantastic. There's a bunch of benches around me, and I do see them wandering around over there. So it is time to go. I do apologize, so let's quickly take a look at this. As we do so, we'll remind, there are future videos coming up. Holly Shelter Gameland is coming. And there's all kinds of neat stuff in there, and plenty of wildlife and scenery. Comes with a chocolate chip cookie, little fruit cup, a spork, and let's see what else is in there. Little pack of crackers and tuna salad. Not a true lid, just kind of a sealed on aluminum thing. Only, I think it was a year shelf life, but it looks fairly nice. Nice compact lunch. There's the things on the side, everything appeared to be in there. And we have here nutritional facts. Total calories 470, and it's fairly light, only 233 grams total. So if you want a particularly light lunch on the run, this seems to be a good option. How fantastic. Alrighty then, let's stick everything back in. I'd like to thank everyone who stuck to the end of the video. This was impromptu and I had no time to prepare. I do apologize. And, on top of that, we'd already done a bunch of walking, because I had some other things to take care of before recording. Thank you for your time. Like, share, and subscribe. We will be doing another video on these Moores Creek National Battlefield in North Carolina. However, that is not today. It's another planned trip. Oh dear, I see them walking off right now. I gotta go catch up. Alrighty then. Like, share, and subscribe. And, well, as always, see everyone around.